The drama between actress Blake Lively and her It Ends With Us star Justin Baldoni continues this week after two new lawsuits were filed on New Year's Eve. Baldoni is now suing the New York Times, seeking $250 million in damages over its reporting on Lively's allegations against him. He claims the article relied on the actress's self-serving narrative while being filled with inaccuracies. On the other side, Lively also filed a new federal lawsuit against both Baldoni and the production company involved in their movie. This follows her civil suit for sexual harassment during the filming of It Ends With Us. That suit she filed earlier in December. There's quite a bit to unpack here and break it all down as criminal defense attorney Misty Marris. Misty, this is confusing. It seems a little messy. Who is suing who, and what is at the root of all these accusations?
Yes, Valerie, there's a lot going on in these two cases, and there are two different lawsuits and two different legal theories. So we have Justin Baldoni and other plaintiffs who were involved in the production of It Ends With Us and his PR team. They are suing the New York Times under a legal theory of libel, meaning they're accusing the New York Times of publishing inaccurate information, false statements that resulted in damage to their reputation. That's the Baldoni lawsuit. The other lawsuit is Blake Lively against Justin Baldoni, the production company of It Ends With Us, and others involved with his PR team. Now, that lawsuit is about sexual harassment and retaliation. She alleges there was improper conduct on the set of It Ends With Us. She reported it, and in retaliation for her reporting these complaints of improper conduct and sexual harassment, a PR smear campaign was concocted by the defendants. So those are the two lawsuits. While they're very different in their legal theories, the facts and circumstances all relate to the production of It Ends With Us, as well as the PR campaign that went on after the fact. So a lot of overlapping information in these two lawsuits.
So how damaging are the text messages between Lively and Baldoni that were mentioned in the New York Times article? And did the New York Times give us a clear picture as to what is going on?
So the text messages are going to be front and center to this case because they're going to show contemporaneously what was happening during the time of the production and what the mindset is of all of the individuals involved. Now, when it comes to a libel lawsuit, there are a lot of challenges. Baldoni and the other plaintiffs in that case, they really have an uphill battle because much of what was reported by the New York Times, even according to their own allegations, were what Blake Lively had put in her complaint filed with the California Division of Human Rights. So because Lively had made those allegations in a publicly filed document, the New York Times was really parroting them and reporting on those allegations themselves. So that lawsuit is going to have a lot of legal challenges because the standards for a libel lawsuit are so high. Even with, especially when it comes to people who are in the public sphere, there's actually additional requirements to show actual malice in those types of lawsuits.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like there will be an easy resolution here. Looking ahead, what could come of these lawsuits and who could see both their wallets and reputation damaged as the dust settles?
Yeah, these lawsuits have a long road ahead of them as they play out in the court of law because they don't go away very easily. Most of the time, it comes down to questions of fact, and that's for the jury to decide. But I got to say, Valerie, it seems like in these two different complaints, we're really seeing the narrative of each side being laid out in legal filings. And so we're learning a lot about both what Blake Lively's allegations are and the evidence that's in support of that, in addition to Justin Baldoni and where his defense is going to go in response to Blake Lively's lawsuit. You know, we heard from his lawyer today talking about how the text messages, there's going to be a lot more because they were cherry picked when put into Blake Lively's submission, and that the full story is going to tell something very different. That's all something that plays out in the court of law.
All right, certainly more to come. Misty Marris, thank you for breaking that down for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.